Everybody, I pray y'all are having a wonderful, blessed day as we give the Most High all the honor, the glory, and all the praise and worship. My title now just says Agent Orange. First of all, let me give a shout out to Mr. Enforcer. Say you're a veteran, you served your country well, and powerful email. You want to know my take on what I think about Agent Orange. And as a matter of fact, shout out to all the veterans around the world. You know, you put your time in, you put your life on the line. You got sick. Some didn't even get to live to tell the story. And anybody that look at me, y'all already know how I feel about America. You know my take. I don't bite my tongue. But Mr. Enforcer, you want to know what I think about this Agent Orange. Now, if it just happen to be somebody looking at the video and you don't know what Agent Orange is, but you may have had family members who suffer from it, or may be sick from it even to this day, or some have already died from it. But it's a toxic chemical. It's herbicide. And the military used it during the Vietnam War. That was from 1961 to 1971. It was a mixture of equal parts of two herbicides, very dangerous, very dangerous. And so many veterans died from the side effects. They would even use this to spray off and kill the plants and kill off the crops, And when you think about that alone, what that stuff really had in it, it took so many veterans out. And if they didn't die, they suffered from heavy illness. See, the sad thing is that most people that fought in the country, they didn't get killed in combat. They either got killed behind this Agent Orange, That's why I always say, was it really helping or was it really hurting and killing your own military, Agent Orange causes so many health issues, y'all. It's so many veterans right now trying to figure out why they fighting with cancer, And not just cancer, but this is so deep that it messes with your genes if you've ever studied on this. And it can mess up your children, your grandchildren, so on and so on, because the thing about Agent Orange, when it was sprayed, it didn't just die away right away. Man, that stuff lasted up to decades, I like to say. The question is it even all the way clear right now? They said it went away, but did it really go away, This was some dangerous stuff, my brothers and sisters, And I think it ended in the 1970s, but suppose it had ended. I'm gonna say it again, but even if it did end, look at the effects, the side effects behind this. See, this is why I always say diseases are man-made also, because if you study Agent Orange, you'll see diabetes, you'll see birth defects, you'll see so many different health problems, So once again, so many veterans, they are still here with us right now, but they in bad shape because of this, It was so many children born with these serious birth defects behind this. You was trying to spray and kill crops and kill plants, use certain things, but in reality, you was hurting your own, you was killing your own. This stuff, once you spray this stuff, that stuff can stay in the dirt for a long time, a long time. And I remember when they was talking about this on television a long time ago. And the thing is, when they tested this, that was about 1961 when they was tested. They was using helicopters, cargo planes, certain different trucks. But what's been sprayed has been sprayed. Now my question is, do you study chemtrails? Do you study HAARP, HAARP? Do you see what's being used as a military weapon still? Do you see what's being called a secret weapon? Do you see what's being sprayed in the air? Y'all remember last night we talked about that little plane or whatever that is that was going across the sky, letting all that white stuff fall into the earth. What do you think that stuff really is? And then the crops is always messed up. See, this stuff been going on and it ain't never stopped going on. Crops are still being killed. Water is still being contaminated. Food is still being messed with. in laboratories every day. If you think I'm lying, Google what's going on in these labs, you know, and you wonder why you still getting sick behind what you eat. You're dying behind what you eat. You're drinking certain things and you're feeling a certain way. You're in and out the hospital because of what's being put in the food. Diabetes is getting stronger and stronger in most people. It's killing more and more people. Cholesterol, you know, you name it, heart attacks, strokes, you name it, it's going to continue to happen, y'all. We have to realize what we are living in. I always say to you, the U.S. is the biggest gangster. The U.S. is killing and been killing and murdering for years. You know, while we sit up here talking about other countries, look at what we do to our own selves. You see what I'm saying? And I mean this out of love. I don't bite my tongue and I don't care who's listening. We have to realize that the enemy has always been right here. First of all, your enemy is your biggest self. And then you got to fight with the devil and this world. But when you look at the government alone, what has the government done and gotten away with? Think about that. Yeah, you went and fought for the country and you barely made it back. And what I hate is the way I see this own country do their own, you know, they do their own veterans, you know. Sad. I got a lot of veteran homeboys, you know. A lot of them are messed up in their mind. You know, any veteran who served anywhere in Vietnam during the war, you was pretty much exposed to that Agent Orange, you know. Now, you done fought for the country, but who's fighting for you? See, Mr. Enforcer, this is my little 2 cents on this right here, you know. Who's fighting for the veterans? Yeah, they may recognize you with this and that on Veterans Day, but every day of the week, long as you have been living, you have gave your life for this country. And it look like this country won't even do nothing for you when you need help. I know a lot of veterans, they say if they would have known what they know now, they would have never went fought for this country. But then a lot of times back then, people was drafted. You know, you either went fought for the country or you went to jail. It was your choice. You know, I remember when Ali refused to fight in the war. You know, he turned it down. He went to jail, you know, because he said he wasn't going to fight that war. You know, he didn't want no part of that. And it's sad that these type of things happened then, you know, and a whole lot of stuff is still happening now. But my take on this Agent Orange, once again, Mr. Enforcer, this Agent Orange, you know, killed so many military people, killed so many veterans, messed up so many children that was born into this life, you know. And once that type of stuff happens over and over and over again, that make your life very difficult, you know. I know, what's that other thing a lot of veterans fight with, is it PTSD, post-traumatic syndrome, something like that, which make you crazy too. Forgive me if I said the wrong name. I think it's PTSD if I'm not mistaken. You know, I know a lot of partners of mine that fights with that, and they constantly have to take pills, you know, take some type of medicine, you know, because their mindset is so messed up. See, once again, what caused all the veterans to fall into that category? What happened? Who sprayed that stuff in the air? Why did they spray it? We know why now. But when they sprayed it, let me ask you this, when they tested it, did they know when they tested it that it would be more harmful to your system, your body, your temple? Or did they not care at all? See, this is what I'm saying, y'all. We have to realize, and when you start talking about population control, somebody know what I'm talking about. See, all this stuff adds in together. And we always want to look at CNN and all these things they show you when the media is always portraying lies. The media will always give you a fake outlook. The media will always promote fear, and they're gonna promote lies to keep you thrown off guard on what's really going on. You don't have to believe me in this video. You know, I talk about a lot of things. People are like, where'd you get this stuff from, JT? Well, if you wake up and you study, you know, you will see where we at now and where we been and where we headed. How you gonna know where you're going if you don't know where you came from? How you gonna know where you at now if you didn't even study the beginning? You know, So I love to study and I love to expose stuff. I love to tell the truth because that's my job. I can't worry about who don't like it, what they feel like. The truth is the truth. The truth will make you free. Most people don't want to hear the truth, So with that being said, I asked the question last night, how many of y'all believe what they showed you about 9/11 when it truly happened? How many of y'all believe all these wildfires are really true right now? How many of y'all believe that everything they show you on the news is true? And if you falling for everything that you see, and you're not looking with your spiritual eye, you lost. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day.